Up, everybody? Welcome to Don't Give Up with Jacob. Today, I have a special guest joining me on my show. Not only that, now let me ask you, how can someone tell the difference between normal stress and anxiety?
Um, I think that both can become very overwhelming. Anxiety is often um, people responding to something that is not really clear. Like people may get anxious, but not really know what they're anxious about. And it's a nervousness about uh, something that's coming that you don't know. It's like anticipating something that makes you upset, but you're not really clear about what it is. Whereas stress um, is just a natural response to being overwhelmed or having to do a lot of things or having to attend to stuff that you don't really know how to attend to. Does that make sense? So
Yeah,
anxiety, yeah, so anxiety almost has the unknown element to it, but the stress is pretty clear. I'm stressed about that friend not liking me, or I'm stressed about exam coming up, or I'm stressed that I have to record an episode with Jacob, or whatever it is. You know. So that's a bit of a difference between stress and anxiety.
yeah. It's
Mhm.
good to know the true difference between stress and anxiety because if you're um dealing with anxiety, that's when you don't know the clear answer and you just
Right.
have to figure out what's going on, like a huge puzzle, just figure out what it truly is that you
Right.
are stressing out about and put the huge puzzle together.
Exactly. That's a great way to put it. It's 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 the same thing as when we talked about the target, right? If you don't know what the target is, or if you don't know what the puzzle that you're aiming to build is, then I mean, you can put pieces of all kinds of silly ways together, but you're not going to get to the big picture.
Yep, that is 100% very true.
Right.
And that's why you need to figure out what it really is that you are dealing with anxiety over and figure out a solution because a solution is really what you need to get to the bottom of things.
Correct. Very well said. I agree. That's it.
Yep, I couldn't have said it better myself, honestly.
I think you said it well. Yep.
Yeah. So, if someone right now watching this is listening to us with this awesome conversation, and if someone watching this is feeling overwhelmed or dealing with some kind of anxiety, what is one certain technique they can try to immediately calm their mind?
Well, what we always do, whether we think about it or not, is breathing, right? So the most basic and the most important thing is to just pay attention to how you breathe and kind of inhale and exhale and allow yourself to calm down through just concentrating on breathing slowly. So I would say start there if there's nothing else you can do. So just kind of breathe calmly, maybe count, 5 or 6 times you inhale and exhale. And as you do, start thinking the thoughts that are actually going to support you instead of terrify you. And so every time you inhale or exhale, you can say, I've I've got this. I've been here before. I've handled it before. I know exactly how to take care of this. I'm going to be okay. So, whatever the thoughts are, because thoughts influence how you feel, don't they? It's not the other way around. And so, you being able to just kind of take a deep breath and remind yourself that this is not the end of the world. You're smart, you're capable, you're able to find solutions. You just need to calmly have that conversation with your mind and then start assessing what it is that you need to pay attention to in order to find the solution.
Yep, that's right. It's good to take some deep breaths and it really helps clear your mind and it really helps reduce anxiety. And I also suggest thinking about happy thoughts, like
Yeah.
think about something that makes you laugh or
Yep.
smile, and also do something that you really enjoy to take your mind off of what you're worrying about. That can really
Yes.
help with anxiety.
Yeah. And if you are able to, like, animals really help. I don't know if you have a pet. Do you have a pet?
Yeah, I have a therapy dog named Mia. She absolutely loves me, and I couldn't be more happy to have her in my
Yeah.
family. She's really playful, and I love getting the chance to spend time with her whenever I can.
Yeah. And so you know how helpful it is to have Mia near you when you feel sort of discombobulated or overwhelmed with something. Isn't that right? Because animals help you focus and center and just kind of attend to the things a lot more comfortably. I have a puppy. His name is Kuba. And in fact, I wrote a book that's called Kuba Says Hi. And it's a book that helps little children um, identify how to live a happy and a healthy life mentally and emotionally day to day. And it's written from his point of view. And he also is the puppy who helps me when I work with the veterans. And so you understand how that is important and helpful. So if you are able to spend some time with the pet, that's fantastic. Now, sometimes you're not going to have time to do the things that distract you or make you laugh necessarily, or being able to go for a walk. Like if you're sitting in a classroom and you have to take a test, you don't have a lot of time. And that's when breathing really makes a difference, because you can do that very comfortably without having to get up and move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. It's good to get to know that breathing is always with you, even when you're not thinking about it. That can really help clear your mind, especially when you're stuck in one place like a classroom
Yeah.
and you just can't move, you're just trapped. Breathing really helps.
Yep, breathing helps. Being able to kind of look side to side with your eyes, up and down, just kind of shift your gaze from one thing to the next, or hyper focusing on whatever, the paper in front of you or whatever. Um, that's also very helpful. If you can stand up and just kind of stretch, and shake out one foot and the other foot, just moving your body out of that stuck state definitely starts the change for sure. So I would recommend those things.
Yeah, those are some really great recommendations, if I have to be honest. I couldn't recommend anything better, if I have to be honest.
Good. Yeah. So, and it's easy. Anybody can do that, right? And you don't
Yeah,
need a lot
easy
of,
as pie.
say it again,
Easy as pie.
easy as pie. And you don't need a lot of space, a lot of room, a lot of time. You can do that anywhere and, comfortably without disrupting anything. Yep.
That's right. Yeah. So I'm very glad I had such a nice conversation with you, and I'm very glad you are here to help numerous people be able to tell the difference between anxiety and just light stress. And I'm very glad that you are doing what you're doing because I bet this will help me as well, along with other neurodiverse people.
I hope so, Jacob. I think that you're a very impressive young man, and it's so nice that you're not just trying to help yourself, but you're sharing all the things you're learning with others. And it's my pleasure. I'm so grateful that I met you and that you invited me to your podcast. And people, if they want to find me and learn more about how to get some help either for themselves or their kids or their friends, they can find me at ninofit.com. It's NINOFIT.com. That's my website, and they can contact me through the website, or they can just look me up on Google.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much for this awesome time to have an awesome conversation together, Nino. It really means a lot to get to know everything about your life, and everything that you're doing sounds really interesting. And
Thank
I'm
you,
glad to
Jacob.
know that I'm doing the best as well.
Yes, you really are. We're very, very happy and proud to watch your posts and see all the guests you have and all the wonderful things you're doing. And I wish you well. I wish you all the best.
Yep, same to you as well.
All
I
right.
wish you the best.